Mm-mm. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Is this what it do? Flip back or something? Let me see here. All right. I don't look like what did the thing do? How did it do that? Okay. I must have pushed a button or something. Welcome everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Pick Three at a Glance. I know I have some new subscribers. I welcome you also to the Pick Three at a Glance family. And this live is why I don't use tic-tac-toes and grids. Right here, what you're looking at here is all the 1,000 numbers that I have on one sheet. All right? And that's why I only do pick three. I specialize in pick three and I'm state specific. All right? Because I can track the actual 1,000 numbers. It's the best game out there going when it comes to playing the lottery. I don't do scratchers. I don't do pick fours. I don't do pick fives. Pick fours is 1 in 10,000 odds. There's no way I can track that. And that's why I was losing, trying to play pick fours, pick fives, and everything. And I had no way to know why I was playing the numbers. The same thing here with the pick fives. But pick three, I can track the actual 1,000 numbers. And I can use my strategy to know what's going on with every part of that number. I can track the front pair, the back pair, the single pair, and the actual number. And this works for all states. It works for all states, anywhere in the country, anywhere in the world, when they play pick three. And what I did, I took these 1,000 numbers and I took 22 numbers out of these 1,000 numbers and did the 111 rundown on those 22 numbers. And I compiled all the 1,000 numbers where they're easily trackable, teachable, and doable. Okay? So it makes it easy for me to track the numbers. Now, the 22 numbers that I took and did the 1-1 rundown on are right here. I did 12 of the singles that can come 6 different ways. Each one of these numbers can come 6 different ways. And I took 10 of the doubles that can come only 3 different ways. So you got 12 of each one of these here that can come 6 different ways, gives you 60 numbers to a column. And 12 times 60 is 720 numbers that I consolidated all the 1,000 numbers using only 12 columns to track all the numbers. The same way here with the doubles. I did is 10 doubles and they can only come 3 different ways. I consolidated all the doubles where they easily trackable, teachable, and doable. And you have 270 of those nine, because it's 30 numbers to a column. 9 times 30 gives you 270. And the triples only come one way. There's only 10 of those. So you have 270 plus 720 gives you 990 numbers, plus the 10 on the triple gives you all 1,000 numbers that I put together with 22 columns. And my family might be a little loud. I can't tell how loud they are for you all, but everybody's home and happy. So that's the main thing with me. Okay, so here, here's the 22 columns for the singles. This is the 12 columns for the singles here, and the doubles. The doubles are here on this page. Okay. So now, whenever a winning number come in, all I have to do is find out what column that winning number is under for the month. Whatever winning number come in, all I have to do is find out what column it is under. So I'm going to show you in Illinois evening draw. I'll stay specific for Illinois evening draw, but my strategy works for all states. So the number that came in last night was 142. And here it is. This is more work I had done earlier. Because I'm tracking all 1,000 numbers, so I don't have to worry about doing any rundowns, any workouts, any tic-tac-toes, any date sums, any grids, any root sums, and multiple different rundowns, because I'm tracking the actual 1,000 numbers with the pick through at a glance strategy. So, and I use the 1-1 rundown, 1-1-1 rundown, like I ran on the numbers, which I call the base number. So I do the 1-1-1 on the 142 that came Illinois evening draw. 142. So if you don't know how to do a rundown, I'm going to show you. And this is the only one rundown you ever have to worry about using. You add 1 to 1, you get 2. 1 to 2, you get 3. 1 to 3, you get 4. 1 to 4, you get 5. 1 to 5, you get 6. 1 to 6, you get 7. 1 to 7, you get 8. 1 to 8, you get 9. 1 to 9, you get 0. And 1 to 0, you're going to get 1. Now, the reason you get the 0, just use the 0, you really get 10 when you do the 1 to the 9, you get 10. But in lottery math, you only use single digits. So you just use the number on the right-hand side, which is a 0, and that's why you get the 1, okay? When you add 1 to the 0, rather, and you add 1 to the 0, you get 1. So same number at the bottom, you get at the top, you add it correctly, okay? Same here. You take 1 to the 4, you get 5, and you're basically going to be counting straight down. 5, 6, 7, 8. Now when you get to the 9, you're going to do the 0 because it's 10. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same number at the bottom, same number at the top, you add it correctly. That's why I use it, because it's so easy, not a lot of math, but it's the best rundown to me of all that you can use, because it's simple. And you can easily see when you made a mistake or error with your adding. Add 1 to the 2, you get 3. 4, you just count straight down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. Same number at the bottom, you get at the top, you add it correctly. If you was to keep adding the 1 with nothing change, it'd just keep going. The same, you get the same numbers over and over to eternity. All right. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm trying to see what column the 142 came off of out of the 22 columns. It's a single, so I know it's going to be under the singles columns. Singles are three different numbers. When you have three different numbers, one, the 1, 4, and the 2 is a different number. Doubles are when you have two like numbers, like 2, 2, 1 or 2, 2, 3 or 3, 3, 2. And triples, all the numbers are the same. Hey, how you doing, Scott? Glad to see you. Kansas City, Missouri, huh? All righty. Okay, now, what I'm looking for is where the 1, 4, 2 is under what column and what base number. All right. So with the base numbers here, when you do the rundown, the 1, 1 rundown, one of the base numbers will always be in that rundown. One of the base numbers will always be in the rundown. It's singles. So you're going to go to the singles. And what you're doing, you're going to find out which one of these are the base numbers up top here. Let me see if you can see that. I'm going to make sure you can see it here. All right. One of these, all these columns here, the base numbers on top, like I just showed you, is the 012, the 013, the 014, the 015, the 016, 017, 018, 024, 025, 026, 027, and 037. All right. Now, the base number will always be in the rundown. And all these base numbers have zeros in them. So when you do the rundown on the winning number, you're really going to concern yourself with the numbers with the zeros. All right? In the rundown. And you'll memorize those little 12 numbers. And here you have, I know that the 031 is one of the base numbers, but it shows as 013. And that would be under column 2. And right here, you got the column 2. Here's the 013. And you go right down the column and find any base numbers, and you will circle it. And here it is, the 124. Same number, but it's showed as 124. And you circle it. Bam, you're done for that column for finding the number. Simple as that. And what you're doing as you're circling off these numbers all month, you want to see what numbers are left that haven't hit, and also what columns that may not have hit. Any of these columns might take 30, 40, 30, 60 to 90 days and not hit at all. And that's why you're working with the law average. You want to see what numbers or what columns haven't hit, and you want to look to play your numbers off that column. This is not a next day strategy. There's nothing out there going to show you what numbers are coming the next day. The numbers are random. They're random. And once you start tracking them, you'll see how random they are. And especially since they got this wild ball and fireball thing going on, I think they might be using AI to pick the numbers on us with this wild ball and fireball. Because it's taking the numbers seem like longer to come. But I'm still studying it because I've only been dealing with the wild ball from Missouri. It's been a year now, and Illinois has been having it for 10 years. And I didn't know they had it for 10 years, but I'm still winning, but I know I have to be more patient. I have to do the work. I have to track the numbers. And I post, in Illinois, I play online. I don't have to go out and buy tickets and all that. But they do send me an email when I win. And I try to show that email to everybody, let them know that I do win. And I got receipts showing I won from Illinois lottery itself. Okay? So this is how you find what column and what number is under. All right? So here is strategy number What I did is this is my triangle strategy. What I did is I took a triangle, put all the numbers in order where I could track all the pairs of any number that comes in, double, single, triple, whatever, I could track and see what pairs hadn't played for this month of November. And I'll move the numbers over. Now, what you get here, you got three separate numbers, so you can have three separate pairs. So you have the 1, 4, 2. You're going to have the 12. You split it off. You're going to have the 14. You circle it off. And you'll have the 24 and circle it off. Bam, you're done. We're tracking pairs. I've already used this earlier, so I don't know if it's going to be a good example, but I just want you to get the gist of it. And then the 12 and the 14 and the 24. And it lets you know what numbers, how many times it might have failed for the month, and if it has or has not failed. Like from last month, I know that the double O didn't fall because I underlined anything that doesn't fall the previous month. I know that the 88 hasn't fallen, the 99 pair hasn't fallen. I know that the 01 hasn't fallen, the 02 hasn't fallen. The the 06 hasn't fallen. The 08 hasn't fallen. The 26 hasn't fallen. The 37 hasn't fallen. And see, I can use that to my avail when I get ready to pick my numbers to play and build a bucket list of numbers of what I'm looking at playing. So same way with if you have two separate pairs, two numbers that are like, the way you would find them on this here is like 1, 2, 2. You'd mark off the 12 and the 22 because there's only going to be two separate numbers. You'd mark off the 12 and the 22. And if you have a triple, you just mark off one of the doubles to let you know that, like triple, say the triple zeros come in this time. You just circle that. Okay? That's at all times you know what's going on with any pairs and how they fallen or haven't fallen and how long it's been since they're falling. Like here, as an example, in Missouri, 38 pair with my tracking here hadn't fallen for 128 days. 128 days. So as I accumulate my numbers doing my tracking, I pick that number up, the 3-8 pair, and I played that 3-8 pair. Also by tracking, I knew that the 3-3-8 and the 8-8-3 hadn't failed for the whole year. So I could combine those together to know why I was playing the 3-3-8 and the 3-8-8 and the 38 pair. Because in Missouri, you can play the 3-8 on the front, 3-8 on the back, the 8-3 on the front, and the 8-3 on the back. Also, you can play your other numbers. So that's how I play. Or you can wheel the 38 pair. Okay? Any pair, you can wheel it down to win on your pick 3 number. And let me show you what I mean. Any pair. Okay. The way the wheel here is, like say that 3-8. When you want to wheel a number, you would go 380. I'm on that. 380, 381, 382, 383, 384, 385, 386, 387, 388, and 389. And see, when I know a pair hasn't fallen, I'll usually wheel it like this for 50 cent. Box. Also, I'm looking to see what numbers hadn't failed with that 3-8 in all the year. And that's how I build my bucket list of numbers. Oh, okay. I've been having trouble with YouTube for a while. This just happened because I just did a live earlier. I appreciate you letting me know that. I don't know why it's sounding like that, but YouTube is giving me problems for some reason. But I just recorded a live and I sound perfectly well. So appreciate you letting me know that, Sing. Yeah. So maybe when I upload it, maybe it'll clear itself out. But yeah, appreciate you letting me know that though. Yeah. But yeah, the some people said my went silent altogether, but after I uploaded it, it came out okay. So you might have to go back and upload it. Okay, that's one of the strategies that I use to win. Okay, now okay. That's strategy number 2. Strategy number 3, a simple strategy, tracking my code digit numbers or my single digit numbers. Before, they would just say about tracking a single digit. If that digit is code, to play the number with some other numbers. But me, that wasn't solving my problem of knowing what position those numbers had failed in and how long it's been that those numbers failed in that position. Oh, okay, thank you, 5D player. Excuse me. So what I did, here, I took 3 columns from 0 to 9, and like with this 142 that came in, I marked the 1 on the front, the 4 in the middle, and the 2 on the end, like that. Any numbers, like last month, you see a line under this 1 in the center. It didn't fall last month, so I knew that it would probably fall this month, and I know how to play it. If I was playing any number with a 1 in it, if I was playing, say, that 142, I'd make sure I'd play it as 412 or 214 to make sure that 1 would be in the middle, because with all likelihood, when it fall and I'm playing that number, that 1 will fall in the middle with it. And I'd probably keep playing it like that, because I would imagine this 1 might hit more than 1 time since it didn't fall the previous month. So right here, I can see that all the 1s fail, all the 2s fail. I know now the double threes on the back ain't fail. The 4 on the front ain't fail. See what I'm saying? You can just at a glance look at everything and strategize and build a skill set with everything that don't take away a lot from you winning or understanding what's going on. So everything didn't hit on all. There's no one column that hasn't hit anything. But once in Missouri, and I was using this strategy, 7s didn't fall for 2 months. I'm telling you, you'll be surprised at the stuff you're going to see when you track your own numbers. 7s didn't fall for 2 months. I couldn't believe it. With no number, no 7, nothing. I thought I missed something. I said, oh, I know 1 7 failed. Hadn't failed for 2 months. And what I did is I played triple 7s. I played 7-7 front, 7-7 back. I wheeled the 7s just like I showed you how to do 3-3-8, and they came in, and I won. And sevens kept coming in. Triple sevens kept coming in. I'm telling y'all, because they had failed with no number for 2 months. That's the stuff you see. That's why I don't use just those tic-tac-toes, grids, and all that stuff anymore. Because I'm seeing was all that's included in all this, tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. And then here is strategy number 4. I just won the 446 the other day in Illinois from tracking, simple tracking. I'm sorry, the 443. That's all I can tell you. I got the email showing it and stuff. So now this here is my front pair, back pair. This strategy number 4. This is really short. And it takes homework. You have to do your homework to win. Ain't no free ride. There ain't no free ride. I'm telling you. But this ain't really work because all you're doing is tracking the actual 1,000 numbers and looking at what they're doing, building strategy and skill set. So the 1-4, you can track them all, but don't play them all. You don't want to play them all. The 1-4-2, these numbers are top and bottom, front and back. Now, I'm looking at the 1-4 on the front. I'm going to circle it. And it's 42. I used this earlier today. It's already circled, but this is the first time it came in all year on the back. At a glance, see, I can tell what's come in and what hasn't came in. And I can write notes on my paperwork and legible notes, be organized. So I circled off that 4-2 because there's only 4 numbers midday and evening that hadn't played. 4 on the midday. I'm not midday. 4 on the front and 4 on the back. And the 17, the 37, the 50, and the 88 Illinois evening draw hasn't failed for the whole year. Okay. On the back, now since the 42 then came, all you have is the 22, the 39, and the 50 on the back. So I know that the 01 hasn't played in Illinois, and I know that the 50 front ain't played on the back, and the 50 on the front ain't played. So my number I'm playing right now is 501 and 150, just like that, straight box. And I'm playing the 50 on the front that haven't failed, and the 50 on the back that haven't failed. Front and back pair. So if the 50 come in any way on the front or the 50 come on the back anyway, then I'm going to load up more on the 501 and the 510 because the likelihood of it coming in is great because it hasn't played. So if you want to say I mostly play the hot, cold numbers, you can call them. That's how I play. I play the hot, cold numbers. Is that what you want to call it? One of my subscribers called it the hot, cold numbers. And yeah, that's what I do, okay? But you want to be organized. You need to have something that's got you organized. OPPB. Be organized, be patient, be persistent, stick with a budget, play responsibly. That's what my strategy consists of. I have you can get a regular calendar, but I put them together like a sheet where I can track 3 months together and see what's going on at a glance, what's going on with my sheet. You can get the lottery post also, and it's pretty a good website for tracking numbers. But I just use it to go back a year. You can only get a year's worth of data. I use the lottery post to go back and get a year's worth of data. Okay? And get a year's worth of data. And that's what you need. I go back, when I got over here to Illinois, I got over here in Illinois from June, and I tracked all the way back from June all the way back to January, eliminating all the numbers that have played. That's why I could strategize on how to hit and what numbers to play, because I was playing in numbers that haven't failed and not trying to play numbers that didn't fail, then more than likely ain't gonna hit back or come back. Let's see. And the thing about all these numbers, what makes it easy, you can spot what column ain't hit of the 10 numbers. If a column ain't hit for 60 to 90 days or 120 days, you ain't got to guess what numbers to play. You're going to go to that column and play off of that column of numbers. And really what you're going to be looking for are numbers that haven't failed and the opposite hadn't failed. Like here. That's why I don't call mirror, because everybody use that term mirror and flips and all that, flipping single numbers, flipping whole numbers, and flipping is too confusing. I just use the term opposite numbers. See here, this half of the 1,000 numbers are opposite of this half of the 1,000 numbers. Let me see if I can show you a little bit better what I'm talking about here, so you can see what I'm talking about. I try to break it down. I was real slow in school. I had a hard time in school, but I had good teachers that worked with me. So I'm very patient. If you got any questions, believe me, I'm not going to get upset about your questions, or ain't no such thing as a dumb question or none of that stuff, because I was slow. I don't even know how I got to, well, they got me to the point where I needed to be, working at the school with me and all kind of stuff, and encouraging me to keep on. And so I've been in management for 30 years. I taught over 1,000 people in management, in my management business. So believe me, I'm not going to get any set with any questions you might have to ask me about the Pick 30 Clan strategy, because I want us all to get in the winner circle. So if you got the 1,000, let's go to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? This is the top of the 1,000 numbers, from triple zeros to 499. 499. And from 500 to 999. Those are all the numbers you're working with. So the opposite numbers up here, the numbers up here are the opposite of these down here. Okay? So I'm going to put it in a different graph so you can get the gist of it, what I'm talking about. Let's do the graph now like this, number graph like this. We're going to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like I said here before, triple zeros to 499 is the top half of the 1,000 numbers, and the 500 to the 999 is the bottom half of the 1,000 numbers. They call this the mirror system or something like that, but I don't do that, because they mirror single numbers, they mirror this, they mirror that, they flip this, they flip that. They got 1,000 different strategies for winning a pick 3. It's really confusing. I wanted to find a single strategy that I could teach everybody could understand, everybody could use, and we all get in the winner circle. But you have to track the actual 1,000 numbers, because the numbers are random. Your number's going to run totally different than what Illinois numbers run. Midday numbers going to run totally different than evening numbers. Don't know rain bring no number. Don't know sunshine bring no number. Don't know number follow number. It seems like that because it's only 1,000 numbers. Don't know full moon bring no numbers. None of that. Numbers don't follow numbers. Numbers don't travel. They just do what they do. I just have to beat that out. They just do what they do. Simple as that. There's no strategy, no rhyme or reason to any of those 1,000 numbers coming. It's all random. There's nothing that's going to show. Only thing you have to work with is working with, and that's a small percentage, is working with the law average. But you have to know how to use it to your advantage, and you got to know that it's going to take time, and you got to be patient, and you got to track the numbers. The numbers ain't going nowhere. Stay on a budget and play responsibly. Okay? And this sheet here, they normally tell you that if you add +5 to the single numbers, which they'll do, you'll get the opposite number. Okay? Like, if you add 5 to 0, you get 5. 5 to 1, you get 6. 5 to 2, you get 7. 5 to 3, you get 8. 5 to 4, you get 9. It's sensible. It's reasonable. I can see that divides equally. All right? Now, so the thing is, a 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0. 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1. 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. 3 opposite 8, 8 opposite 3. 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4 as a single number. But when you put them together, say you play 0, I don't know where my pen drying now. 0, 1, 2, and the lottery plays 5, 6, 7. They just played the bottom part of that number, of the 1,000 numbers, the opposite, actual opposite number of the 1,000 numbers. If you play 7, 8, 9, and the lottery played, here again, the 2, 3, 4, they just played the opposite number of what you was playing. Or vice versa. If you played the 2, 3, 4, and they played the 7, 8, 9, they played the opposite number. 2 can be a 7, 7 can be 2, 3 can be is opposite 8, 8 opposite 3, 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4. If you played 1, 2, 2, and they played, just looking at it, you should know what the number would be over here is 6, 7, 7. Okay? 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1. 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. Actual opposite number. Not no guess number. If you played triple zeros and the lottery played 5, 5, 5, they played the actual opposite number of the 1,000 numbers. That's what you need to know. And the reason why that's important, I'm going to show you. When you're using a picture at a glance workout sheet and those 22 columns, and I'm not a genius, but one of the subscribers told me that was genius of what I put together. Believe me, I told you I was slow in school. Math was one of them I couldn't get really good. So, but she said I was genius, and I don't know how I figured this out, but it came to me. I studied a lot, studied everybody else's work, everything I could study to learn to win. But I wasn't winning, so I knew something was wrong, something I wasn't getting. So, as usual, being a slow learner, I put my own way of learning together, and it's been beneficial to a lot of people. Now, here, every one of these columns has the number and the opposite in it. So at a glance, you'll always know what number and its opposite fell or didn't fall. At a glance, on each column. See here, this 024, the opposite of it, you should be able to go down the column. We're going to be 579. See that 579? 135 is going to be 680. 680. This 246. The opposite is going to be 791. 791. This 357. The opposite of it is going to be 802. 802. This 468 gonna be 913. 913. That's your 1,000 numbers with the top half and the bottom half. And working with the law average, you want to see if you see that this 024, if you see this column and you track it, and you find out that this column here ain't played, and you'll see that in 60 days to 90 days, this is where you're going to get your numbers from. This is where you're going to get your numbers from. This column. You ain't got to look at all this because you knowing what columns ain't filled and what numbers didn't fill off of each column each month because you're using this as a monthly sheet to track. Okay? So, when I see that a 024 and this opposite 579 ain't played and the column ain't hit in 90 days, 60 to 90 days, if I pick it up, these are the two numbers I'm definitely going to play if I don't play the whole column. Same here. And most of the time I've never seen it go that long and you got more than 4 numbers that ain't showed up. And it could, I'm telling you. The numbers run random. You don't know what they're going to do. That's why you have to track. It's 024 and it's 135 and say the 579 and the 680 ain't failed all the year off of that. They're my main numbers I'm going to load up on and play. See, I know why I'm playing them because I know they haven't played. And I know working with the law average, one of those 4 going to more than likely come out. But it being that long. You want to know your opposite pairs also. See, like this 2-2 is when you're playing double. This double 2-2, the opposite pairs is 7-7. So if I see that 7-7 and 2-2 ain't filled, and the doubles take longer to fall than the singles, ain't filled in 3 months, I'm going to be playing 2-2, 7-7. You build your strategy and your skill set. If I see that, this 3-4, the opposite pair of 3-4 is 8-9. If I see the 8-9 and it's 3-4 ain't filled in 2 months or 3 months, my numbers I'm gonna know what numbers to play to win. Because I'm working with the law average. I'm gonna know what numbers to play. And if you do the homework, you'll start seeing that. When I came over here to Illinois, what I did, I had to go back and collect all the data, do my homework. So I could look at a glance what numbers I was going to be playing over here. If you can see this, right here, I went back and highlighted all the numbers that came for the singles and for the doubles. That's the only thing when I go back, when I do a summary sheet, I go back. And you only have to do this one time if you go back and get all of your state numbers and fill them out here. I don't do the doubles. Strategy 2 and 1. All I want to do is the actual numbers. See what ones haven't failed. Like this. And then what I do also, I will go back. This is a blank sheet of the front pair and back pair that I do. What I will do with this one here, I'll go back and see what front pairs and back pairs have not fallen, because I want to know that a strategy for matching them up, especially with triples. I don't play triples unless I've tracked, and I don't really play triples toward the end of the year, November, December, January, if I realize that no triple has fallen for the whole year, pretty much. Because I know only 3 triples gonna fall out of the year on average. Okay? 3 triples gonna fall out of the year on average. Missouri in 2023 evening draw only had triple zeros fall for the whole year. So, and I think they was thinking the triple sevens was gonna come, and those sevens never did show up, and people was loading up on them. I know people, but I don't play triples unless I done track them down. The only way I play, if this 0-0 ain't fail on the front, and this 0-0 ain't fail on the back, up to November, then I'm playing triple zeros. If this 1-1-1 ain't fail on the front and 1-1-1 ain't played on the back, I know to play triple ones. If this 2-2 ain't played on the front and 2-2 ain't played on the back, I'm doing triple twos. Same way, all the way through the nines. That's the way I play triples. Okay. Y'all hear my happy family laughing? They do this all the time. They really do. We good. We're a pretty close family. Everybody's happy. We blessed. Okay. But that's how it works. Mm-hmm. Now, here's Illinois. I'll show you Illinois. And these are the numbers that I've come up with from Illinois using this simple system. And we've already hit this month and hit exact. A lot of the numbers like I got on these sheets are come exact. So play them like they are on the sheets the way the rundown is, but they'll usually come exact. And then play any other way as you strategize to play. If you're using my sheet and using my system here. Because they'll usually come straight. I'm going to show you 3 we had to come straight this month already. We had this 247 to hit straight. And I did post for everybody these numbers. I post them for November. These numbers here, these exact numbers. And not a whole bunch of numbers you got to play. This 247 came exact. This 556 came exact. This 443 came exact. Me here, see all these here then hit here? I know that this here is open for the whole month. This 224, this 442, this 779, this 997. In Illinois evening draw. And these are what I'll carry. I don't jump on and off my numbers. When they hit, then I will play more numbers off of this list to the end of the year, more than likely. Excuse me. This 015 and this 560 hit exact. And they're opposite of each other. See, all these numbers are opposite of each other's? That's what you want to look for, working with the law average. Because one of these numbers off one of these columns is going to more than likely come in. So you only got to worry about 4 numbers. If you choose these. These are the ones I listed for the month. And I had this one, the 443, and the 247 come exact. I mean, if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing a lucky town. You know, that's my phrase. And like I say, bless the channel, this channel blesses you. That's where I go with it. I have the sheets I can send out to you, the PDF sheets. I send an email. It's $25 for the workout sheets that I just showed you. I do private counseling also. You can call me for that. You're in California? Okay, I'm state specific for Illinois evening draw. Actually, welcome to have you here with us on the live. I have 1,700 videos on the channel. All of them are pretty much consistent. And I do the live for any questions that you might have. But I don't do numbers for California. I don't do numbers even for Illinois. I tell everybody what I'm playing, because if you're using my strategy, you might see something that I miss where you can get them for thousands of dollars. I might miss it. So if you're tracking your own numbers for your own state, You're gonna see it. You'll see it. Let's see what. I don't know. Let me see something. What is going on here with this? Why isn't it? Let me see. Uh, Let me see. Why isn't this going up or down? Let me see something here. YouTube is doing me again for some reason. See it? Okay, there you go. You still having one? You having trouble picking the numbers, Ashley? California. Um, have you sent me your sheet that I can look at it, Ashley? Or are you not? Are the numbers coming and you're not holding on to them long enough, or they're not coming at all? But we've talked. You can call me and talk on the phone and go over your work. Go over your work. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we go over it on the phone. Yeah. Okay. So, like I said, I have to look at what numbers are left and stuff to give you an idea what's going on. Yeah. Um, Tomorrow, or it's okay. Oh, okay. Because of what is it? What time is it there now, Ashley? What is this? 8 o'clock? Or y'all hour ahead of us? I know California's different. Okay. All right. But these are the Illinois numbers here that I would. And see here, you got. I'm really looking at these here, but you know them all, but you can't track them. I mean, play them all. See these three here? I would consider them good plays. And see, when I win, I'll pick these up depending on my budget. Oh, okay, it's five there. 550. See, it's going on 8 o'clock here now. Um, can you call me three? Okay. Um, can you call me at 3 Central Standard Time tomorrow? Or is that a good time for you, Ashley? All right. And also, have you been tracking for the year, Ashley? Ashley? Okay. So you know what? If you know what opposite numbers are left, and possibly what pairs are left. Hey, hey, Thunderhawk, how are you? Long time no see. I guess I ain't been on here as regular as I have been, but I think I did 2 lives today. I must be feeling better. Um, Good to see you. Um, so if you've been doing that, we should be able to come up with something that we can look at. Yeah, Ashley. Okay, that sounds good. I look for you at 3. Any other questions that anybody have about pictorial glands? I don't know if does California do electronic draw or does it draw the balls? I know they have. How many draws does California have? Let me. I don't have my other phone with me. Hold on a minute. Hmm. Yeah, California don't even have the wild ball or the fireball. Um, Usually, do you play? Let's see. Well, like I said, I'll get you tomorrow. Yeah, yeah. They don't have a fireball, wild ball, and they only have a midday and evening draw. Yeah. Hmm. Okay. All righty. Anybody have any questions on what we went over here? I covered. I did a video live just before, so if you don't, I'm gonna close her down because anything else that I could be talking about. I think I covered everything pretty much. Um, but here's the Illinois numbers right here. Like I say, all of them mirror each other, and these are starting to hit. That's how I do it. I mean, now you have to play pretty consistently. You can't play once, 2 or 3 times, or 2 times a week. Like I say, but don't spend a lot of money. I'll spend maybe $3 to $5 at the most. Three normally. If it's 6 numbers, 50-cent box. Then when them numbers hit, or how I'll hit, I'll reinvest in these numbers. I don't be jumping on an awful lot of numbers trying to hit. I don't try to play a whole lot of numbers. I really don't. Because I already know what I'm going to go after. These haven't hit here. Yeah. So I know by the law of average, I'm pretty sure, unless something is going on, like I say, one of these 6 here should hit real soon. And when I win, I'm going to go on these 6, pretty much. And pretty much, like I say, I know these here are hot. Okay, let's see. All right, family. I think I'm gonna get ready to grab something to eat. So play them till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing to Lucky Town. And OPPB, be organized, be patient, be persistent, and stick with a budget. Play responsibly.